Hello and welcome to my video. Today is slightly different. Today I'm going to show you how to fix your knob. More precisely, it's a ecoTec Vaillant boiler control knob. Now this is a known issue because when I was doing my research on how to fix my boiler, there's plenty on the internet already saying that this is the parts that you need as such, but I couldn't find a video that actually tells you how to do it. It's not very technical. All you need is a screwdriver, but if you don't know how to do it, or if you're worried about opening up your boiler, get some professional in to do it. But at least you know the cost, because I paid £14 something for a set of control knob on eBay. And if you get a boiler man to come and fix it for you, it might be very expensive, especially if you're living in London like myself. So I'm going to attempt to fix it myself. It has been opened up a few times by different boiler engineer. A few of them are actually a bit heavily handed on my boiler, and they actually broke this. The part itself basically is a knob with a extended piece of plastic. So if I show you a new and an old, then you can see why they fail. So that is a new one, and that's the old one. You see the missing plastic bit, so this one here sticks out, and the weak point is actually where it takes a lot of pressure from when you're twisting the knob, and when you're opening the case, sometimes it kind of breaks it as well. And because it's always like in a heated environment, I think the plastic go brittle as well. Before you start, make sure you isolate the electric to your boiler. And I don't mean just this switch here. Make sure you isolate from another point where the electricity actually going to the boiler. Once you turn it off and they're ready to work on, there's only one screw which is holding the metal case. This whole metal front, including the lid, will come out in one go. Let me just show you. Let me, if I get my professional screwdriver. Okay, this is what holding the case onto the boiler. There's two metal catch here that you need to loosen up. So there is where the screw you need to undo, and then there's two metal catch here. All you need to do is just press it and pull the case towards you, and it will come out. And that's it, the case come off. Make sure you put it somewhere safe. I have not much space here, so I'm going to get it back very soon. Now, this plastic unit holds the electronic. This is where we need to get into. Don't touch anything else, you shouldn't need to. And basically there's four plastic tab which are holding the case together, and you need to use a kind of flathead screwdriver. And then what you do is pull the plastic tab away from the case to release the catch. Oh, this one is already done previously. And there's one more on this side. Try not to break anything, because you will need to put them back together at some point. I hate not having enough space. Okay. So once you loosen up the tab, all you need to do is just pull it down towards you. There you go. So it's on hinge on the back, and then the back casing come off. If your control knob, like mine, completely broke off the long piece, what you will find is the long piece may be still lodged behind where the motherboard is. Sometimes you can just pick it out, but if not, then you might have to loosen up the motherboard. I call it motherboard, the circuit board. I don't know why, this is not even a computer, right? I would suggest don't mess around with anything unnecessarily. There is two plastic tabs which is holding the circuit board onto the hard case, which is one next to your power switch and one next to the lower adjustment knob. All you need to do is pull them slightly apart, and then you can lift the circuit board away enough for the plastic. This is the part which broke, so enough for this to come out. And once that is done, all you need to do is get your new knob and push it back in. Okay, so what you need to do is just line up the inner red circle thing. There's two kind of a tab up and down. Just make sure they line up. There you go, and that's it. Now you have a working control knob. And you do the same to the other. Remember, there's two parts to your new knob. So you got the red part with the two tabs sticking up. Once you put it in, swirl it around. There you go. So minus to the minus, plus to the plus. How easy is that? But like I say, if you don't want to do it yourself and get someone to do it, perfectly fine. At least don't let them charge you crazy rates for a simple job like this. 20 quid or even 30 quid for labor because they need to get to you and stuff like that. And but if you already know the problem, you tell them to come in, and if they charge you like 100 over quid for changing the knob, it's like, come on. I know you got mouths to feed, but not a cash cow, right? To make sure everything is tight. Push it back in place. Now this has a little catch on the side. Into that. Now this side. That side doesn't have one actually. Yeah, that one gone too far. Right. The pack does come with a power switch, but my power switch is perfectly fine, so I'm not going to touch that. Then carefully put the case back on, top first. Okay, once the top line up, and then you just push it until the metal catch on. And then you screw back the screw. Okay, now we turn the system back on. Hopefully we have some adjustment available to us. Zoom in for you. Oh, it's already zoom in, so I have to do a digital zoom then. So you got two control knob here. The top is for water. Water should be set to, let's say, 50, 60, I think. Okay, so, and the radiator depends on how hot you want to set it. Previously I have no control over it, so but now I do. So yeah, so this is a different video. Don't forget, if you are not competent with what I'm showing you just now, just get someone else to do it for you. Part wise, I bought this from eBay. I think you can get it the real McCoy one for a bit more, but I think they all work the same. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time with more gadget review. Bye bye.